All right, let's get started. Peterbot and Pollo, every region VOD review. Watching one game win from each one. I saw this on Twitter already. I saw so many people being like, man, Peterbot, he's so clearly cheating. He killed a guy out of the sky. But like, if you haven't done that once this season, I'm sorry, you're some cheeks. Let's be real. Bro, I would be so mad if that was me. Your teammate gets banned, and then they get uncon, or sorry, then they get unbanned, put back into grand finals because he was wrongfully banned, and then you just die like that. This guy, yeah. All right, let's see what else to do. Yeah, so he like immediately pushes the finish. That's also like guaranteed surge, both 100 from getting the body, and then as the faster they can get here, the more surge they get on it, essentially. So, yeah, cool. So they've already got like 180 surge or something like that already. You get 100% of the surge from finishing the body? No. So you only get the amount of HP they had left. This is something I checked last season because I wanted to see the sniper damage. So when people headshot snipe bodies, but I was watching someone who was knocked, and at that exact moment they headshot snipe him, and then only went up like 100 surge damage. So I'm pretty sure that was removed. They said they removed that ages ago, and it seems like it actually was. So I'm not going to spend too much time going through them looting, so I'm just going to skip. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Is it just... I like this bush strat. It's not committing a lot of mats, obviously. Like, a lot of Malibuk and Mustach's strat here was just to, like, box up way further back. And when the main boss spawns in this area here, there's a kind of shockwave that destroys a bunch of builds anyway, so you kind of have to be sitting further back here. So just by sitting back in that box, sitting in a bush... Let's be real, they probably already know that a team is not gonna third party them. I like that Pollo also immediately comes in there, so really safe way to get the boss. Because, well, if you're someone else, you're just gonna start shooting randomly into a bush. Like, you could, but you're not gonna get that much damage off anyway. And it doesn't waste your brick, which doesn't waste your time reharvesting again. See? Ah, they keep forecast as well. Okay, not surprising. Who's here? Let's see, let me just get nameplates on. Reet. Ooh, not an easy fight. Who we got here? Fatch, Walkers, Ritual, and Reet. I want to see from here if any of these teams dip knowing. Yeah. The aura. Do you see this aura that Peterbot and Pollo have? They know who's just come to key them for this tower, and they've actually just run away. That's insane. How many times do you think in this FNCS Peterbot and Pollo pushed a team in like towards them, and that team just ran away? Wonder if Fatch also runs. Fatch and Walkers run too. No? Okay, they're going for the forecast. No. Fatch is out of there, bro. Look at this aura, bro. This region is so funny. I swear to God. They've just been gifted free forecast for being Peterbot and Pollo. Nice. Really nice pinches here from Pollo and Peterbot. Pollo's just keeping his distance, and this is why waterbending is so much better than a DMR, right? Like, you can just destroy all these builds as infinite ammo. There's no reason for you to stop. You can just keep spamming. So Pollo, I think, listening there, got something like another 80 Storm Surge damage. So they don't need to commit to this fight. They can literally just dip away. Yep. Now Peterbot, while rotating. The good thing about, obviously, the fact that they have the dash coin and combining that with waterbending is that while you're flying through the air, if you dash from a high layer, you can just keep waterbending people hip firing it because it's 100% accuracy. Whereas in that situation, if you had any other weapon, you're not going to hit someone with a DMR as you're flying through the sky with a dash and a DMR, right? So immediately dash is opening up way more surge opportunities for them that they wouldn't otherwise have. Nice. Man, they're at this point using the double waterbending, they're at least 300-400 above threshold, I would imagine. Probably more. Straight into a rift. Interesting they're just using a rift. Is no one going for island? How is no one going for island? Oh, now they are. Okay. Who are we fighting? No one. Okay. Nice. Mod their weapons. Yeah, Pollo can get the extended mag on his shotgun, which, given they both have waterbending, is so good, because waterbending takes forever to switch out. So because you can't pull it out very quickly and use it as like a SWAT weapon, ensuring you've got the extended drum mag on the shotgun super useful. All right, fizz padding. Fizz padding will take you higher than a Rift will. So by doing this, they'll be able to get as deep as possible. Yep, they're 400 above Surge. Let's see if anyone else has got more. 250 above. 360 above. Yeah, they're close to the top, if not the top. 500 above for Walkers and Thatch, who was the team that ran away from them, ironically. So yeah, with the strat they've done so far, doing really nicely for Storm Surge so far. No, I said this last season. Was it when Pink and Vico that did this? I think playing Forecast. I think it was when I did in one of the qualifiers. Someone who won. Maybe it was Acorn or Cold. I can't remember last season. Playing Island with Forecast is so good because you just wait until it shows up, then you use that Fizz pad. It's kind of like a strat that works all together. You get Forecast, you go to Loot Island, you immediately get into 6th zone dead side. Every partial zone gets easier from there. I really like this split here too, where because they have Forecast, obviously they know where the next zone is. Pollo's setting up a base in the storm, whereas Peterbot is sitting back here to try and get more tags. So obviously all of these players over here, well, you know, Chubbs and all that, are going to have to rotate in this way somehow. So Peterbot from this bush is going to be able to get more and more damage, maybe even a free elim on them. And then because there's the dash coin, you can just dash straight back to Pollo as well. Nice. I really like the peek through the cone. Super safe and protected while going for damage here, right? Oh, editing Pollo down a bit. Like, they're not taking any risks. He's covered every angle whilst doing this to ensure they don't get sprayed, waste a ton of HP and all that kind of stuff. This is definitely like a really different Peterbot and Pollo than we saw in the qualifiers, I'm not going to lie. They're really playing way smarter here. They're playing like an FNCS championship team. Nice. Really like the... Obviously, firstly, he'll saw footsteps there. But again, now that wings became more popular, anytime you see like a ramp like this, you know someone's going to jump out of it. So he switched to shotgun rather than his AR to try and get tags there, because it's much easier just to hit like a one tag there. All right, so from here, they get 5 elims and win the game still. Still pressuring teams at the back, which is nice. Marked zone ahead of time, as you can see in the map in the bottom right, which is also good. And this is kind of what I meant about the Nemesis. You can see just how much you can still spray with it. Like, the fire rate maybe doesn't feel that high, but it has such a good structure damage that spraying through walls is really, 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 really easy to do with it. Right, splitting the coin as they usually do. 300 above, no need to worry about damage. 96 builds, 122. They are fully stacked because of their rotations using the Forecast so far. Fizz, triple dash to front. Immediately go up a layer, which I really like. Nice, now you can look back. Peter should grab the coin. I can't remember if he already has it still. I don't know if they're going for tags or just trying to spray out height, one of the two, but... Nice. Oh, that guy landed in the box. Free refresh. Now, at what point do they look for height? Now, unfortunate time to reload. Nice, there's the dash coin. Always looking for shots whilst dashing, which is really important. They're still just kind of playing low down here, you know? They've not looked up at height once yet. Bit risky to fire straight into a bush, but they're behind a right hand peak. Love the dash around the edge of Storm there. Not over committing for a kill. Which is not... No, that's something they did last time. Nice little target. Now's the time to look up. Paco and Mixon. The double chop out, which is nice. Okay, but we got some EU aim going on. Beams Peterbot down. That's denied the attempt at the height retake. And they give up the height retake. But notice how he goes straight forward, straight to the front side. That was really nice. So the thing is, because they chopped them out before, you know they're kind of shambles at the back side of the storm. So immediately by dashing back to the front side, now that allows him to start ramping up again to try and block off their attempt from getting it. So I really like that use of the dash there just to distance himself, to give him space more to build up there. Don't know if it was successful. Mako and Pixon have dropped. You can tell they're on wood as well. So since they're on wood, they don't have much to work with. Oh, my EU boys. No. My EU boys are down. There you go. That's free height claimed. And that's a free height claim that was in a very smart way, right? They didn't just psycho dash on height like they did in some of the games in day 2. Instead, they were just methodical about it. Sprayed out, saw that they were weak, played low ground enough, and took the opportunity that they had, which was really, really beautiful. Now it's just a matter of playing out the mats. 42 builds, 27 builds. They've got dashes, doesn't matter if they get chopped. They probably have more builds than everyone else in the lobby here. Dropping all the whites so that if it goes to heal off, even though it's very unlikely, Pollo can win. All right. These guys have no mats down below. So yeah, now it's time for Peterbot to jump down. And probably just jump straight in and win. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice. That, I'm not going to lie, was a much more calm version and a lot less aggressive than they played. But I think this shows that they can play like a thoughtful, slow, methodical game as well as like the crazy aggressive games, which is something I would not have known prior to watching that game. I'm not going to lie to you. Amazing. That gives me much more hope on Peterbot and Pollo doing good in any other season. Obviously, I just watched a single game, but in terms of how slow and consistent they were there, I'm not gonna lie, that was really impressive. That wasn't as like dash dependent as a lot of their kind of high kill games were before. This game, for context, EU, Vaniac, and Swizzy, they were contested off spawn the game prior to this. And the game prior to this, this team actually got absolutely dunked on. Vaniac 1v2'd them. Incredibly embarrassing. In this game, they land and actually run away and disengage. I think this is the game. I'm going to do that. Yeah, that is the game. But immediately one of the things they do that's really nice, this is kind of like a surprise con, was the game previous, Forsen and Gutenberg got like all of this side here. So I love the adaptation immediately in the game after that Swizzy's done, just to land at this drop here and cut off a bunch of the loot, right? So you're cutting off all of the chests in here, all of this, because basically the way that they rotated was they landed in these two buildings, they looted all the way around here and pushed over the top and then had a loot advantage over Vaniac and Swizzy. So just that quick adaptation they made in the game after was Swizzy landing here so that he already has that. So they have a massive loot advantage already. And now you can see on the map that these guys are actually dipping. So they got like a good enough loadout. These guys were basically last. So they just decided to essentially loot and then disengage because they had a good enough loadout. I don't know what the hell they were looking for after this. But had they pushed now, had this fight started, Vaniac, way more materials, same with Swizzy. They have way more shields and stuff left over too. So just because he cut them off there, that forced them to disengage. And had they ended up fighting, they would have had the loot advantage here. So it was really good. Love the wing rotates. Just slightly faster mobility. Ooh, a little third-party action. I always wondered how they get Surge here. Oh my. Bro, this item's so busted, I swear to God. Okay. Insta-kill. So that's 200 Surge they got there. I think that's the first damage they've dealt this time, though. They always end up so high above Surge, so I'm not really sure. Alright, Swizzy. See, here's the thing with the wings. Like, basically just doing a massive EJ dash here. Like, they can close the gap on Vidil so easily. And you can do it 30 times. Oh, Vidil. Who gets killed? Yeah, let's keep an eye on this PV. Nice. It's a 2v1, so Swizzy's taking his time. The worst thing you can do when someone's got damage on you like that is just immediately, like, be a psychopath and do something that's super risky. See, here's the thing. These guys are playing like such freaks. I love it. Because as Swizzy's getting close on the walls, Vaniac is just playing, what do you call it? It's just doing this. Infinite ammo, baby. Let's go. Yeah, we love infinite ammo. Woo! Just fully griefing all the time. But that's the thing. In a 1v2, like, this is unlimited pressure. And Swizzy is so good on, like, one-to-one situations. Like, obviously, Vidil is an insane fighter. Don't get it twisted. But there's just almost no way you can win this. He's out. Vidil's done a really good job of not dying. Until now, of course. Yeah, really nice. One person pressuring with waterbending over and over again. Unlimited ammo. And even in general, this is still like a pretty good strategy. Because even if you're not doing it with waterbending, having one person pressure from a distance like that is often going to allow you to, like, scare the shit out of them. Whereas the other person can go for walls then, right? Nice, okay. From this position in this zone in particular is so good. Because all these teams rotate in here, and obviously they'll be on island, so there'll be rifters from here. There'll be people trying to rotate up this hill. And the vision they have from here is so good. Didn't take the water bending, which is interesting. I guess Vanyak's already up there. Oh, beautiful. Look at this surge base. I guess for this island, being able to sit up here and just absolutely hammer people with water bending is so broken. I don't know how much damage they'll actually get from that. That's so good. So I guess on this zone with that loot island, this is even better than, yeah. This is not good if you're of a far zone, I will add, but because the zone pools here, everyone rotates here. And you have, look how many people are up here. Like, this is just the freest surge you could imagine if you're in a base like this, right? And at the same time, what's Swizzy doing here, actually? Taking a bunch of heals in. And bush bombs. Nice. So he went and found some bush bombs here. So they can chuck them up here and essentially just sit at the edge, I imagine. Yep, so you can over-peak this even more. Dang. Oh my god. Waterbending, bush, tower, island, congested side of zone. Of course he gets sniped. That's so funny. I was going to say, he's unbeatable. But yeah, I love whilst he's doing that, Swizzy's like getting a bunch of bush bombs, he's getting extra heals, getting all that back. Now they've both got waterbending up here. Alright, they decided to go 300 above. Wing strat from the middle. And everyone's behind them, right? Because they've now chosen to rotate early. Like, look at where everyone is on the map. From here, everyone's still behind them. Because they didn't leave this too late, everyone's over here. So in front of them, like, CZB and Nathan are over there. And what? Who's over here? Almost no one in this entire area. I guarantee... Yeah, so they have such a free rotate to make now as well. The timing of this is beautiful. Oh, okay, Trulex is in front, so I guess they can't just wing direct. Are they going to wing forward? They are. That's very risky. But now, see, the beautiful part about this is, right? At that area, see when they're here, right? Chicho and Trulex can hold them. Both players rotate. As they rotate, Trulex and Chicho can just hold them. By making one potentially slightly rotate like this with the wings, they get ahead of them. So now they're in a position to just look back and hold them. So essentially, they just jumped over their heads to now be in a position to hold them if they need to be. So again, because they're here, they were in this position here in zone, but they knew that all of these teams would rotate behind them. So if you've watched my zone priority video, you'll know this is a medium priority zone, which means that they're just going to be able to hold and get tags on all these people. And as soon as that zone closes, look how free they are. Like, it's still so free to rotate after this because they're still slightly ahead of all these teams. Right, now zone pulls down this way. And look, they literally have an entirely free rotate if they go early enough. Are they below? They're now below, interestingly enough. Despite all of this surge they've done, that's how hard storm surge is in these kind of lobbies. Like, despite everything we've just talked about, they're still below. Do you think like getting a home zone like this is useful, but it can actually be a lot more difficult sometimes because there's not as many surge opportunities. They're 22 above, so they're actually kind of struggling. Poor Giras and Chari again. But again, this is also what happens if you're behind. They're not looking forward. That's actually a very important point, right? They're not looking forward towards the lobby because if they open and edit this way, there's so many teams that can look at them. So the fact that they can just look back and like what Giras and Chari are the only ones that can shoot them from this angle. So looking away from the lobby rather than looking towards the lobby means that your builds are not going to be as weak, right? This wall's not edited here. Nice. Ooh, I love that. So immediately, they don't even know where that zone's pulling because they don't have forecast. But they're in a really rough, kind of shady spot with a lot of teams. And they literally just use the wings just to fire themselves close to dead side. So again, here now, there's way less teams in front of them if they need to rotate that way, rather than having all of these teams in front of you as well. A bit risky because you can get focused, but I guess that's why they build like 4 boxes when they land. So yeah. All right, wings again. Super early, yet again. They've just flown right over everyone's head. Zone pulls max, they fly over everyone's head, immediately commit mats, and now again, they're ahead of every single team. All right, chilling on Surge now. Because they dashed ahead, they're now chilling on Surge. What a mess this is. And they get a free kill on Janice. Love the amount of protection there. Oh, little fumble in the shot. Full refresh. Didn't get much hard mats from it. But they have bananas to play whites. Now they can set up a fizz and go for a ramp fizz wing again. So good. Fizz, get straight into zone, fly over everyone's head. They don't even notice. Love the slide. And again, now, because of that wings, exactly the same thing they've just done again. They've just flown over the whole lobby. So now, no one is on this side, and every single team is behind them. Which means that they can just look directly back. Like, they only need to cover basically one angle from here. So good. Bruh, I would not trust Chap and Teeny to not spray through this metal cone. They've just edited. Yeah, there you go. yeah, exactly. Same thing. Everyone's on that one side. They can look back. Free damage, free damage, free damage. Let's see. Wings, Fizz. Switch to shotgun. Beautiful. Same thing. Look back. Continually front side. Ooh, interesting. Committing the mats to go and grab that. I don't know if it's worth it when it's just Siphon. But he gets more ammo, so he can spray for longer, which is important. Height's so high. And go for the chop out. Nice. That's one of those chop outs also where they don't chop it out to go for height right now. They chop it out to prepare. But then they can see, like Vanyak, you can see he's scouting here. And you can see Teeny's building up in all of this metal. Clearly, Teeny has a lot of mats, right? Still, not really. He's just a bit of a psychopath, it would seem like. But anyway, to the rest of the lobby, at least, you're not going to keep trying to go for height if you see that happening. So now they probably go front side again. Fizz. Yep. Fizz. Dash. Front side zone. Chilling. Not his wall. Creating a nice little tower. Good space. Okay. Banana, because they took a bit of storm. They're looking up a height again. Oh, it's the time. It's time, baby. Oh, they've just seen Teeny jump off. Okay, so they've actually perfect timing. By the way, Teeny gets such a funny kill here. Let me just I don't know. I think he tried to do the ramp jump and got like stuck. And then he's just like gliding down, lands behind Axe Force and just one pumps him. That's actually such a funny clip. I love that. That's one of my favorites of the whole season. That's going to be a top 5 Fortnite clip. So anyway, because Vanyak and Swizzy were looking up, obviously they saw him wing off of height, so it's free height for them. But Swizzy dies, so I want to see how. Okay, gets another... God, so many mats. Holy. Ooh. That's so unfortunate. He gets absolutely dunked on. This is like a full game-winning inventory. 53 mats now. So now Vanyak is a solo. That's unfortunate, I'm not going to lie. But... Banana pop, so he managed to get the builds and gets the rest of it. Which sets up Vanyak so well. No one's established on height yet. Another team jumps on him. Really beautiful walls. Nice. If that pulls back, he can also chop this out if need to, but no, he's going to drop down. Game full of solos. Fizz is popped. The guy in height has no mats, you can tell. Yep, nice. Love that he jumps over the top there. And Hizix dies to fall damage. 1v1, Teeny versus him. Trying to fizz up as much as possible. Dash coin, he can hear it. This was... If he'd one pumped him, that would have been so nice. The drop down wall. No mats. You got 3 builds from that. Does the wing strat. Oh. The fact that he had that idea to do that in that high stress scenario, win a game to like win FNCS, and that's the play he pulled out the bag. Bro, you can't make that up. That is an actually crazy game. That was a crazy game. And now we're going to watch OCE. It's like, you know, balls off pretty quick. Do you reckon? All right, Tinkadanath. OCE, the best region of all time. We're about to see the highest skilled gameplay ever, I would say. Potentially better than the EU games that we just watched, in all honesty, I would say. All right, where are they landing? What's the split? What's the... They're going the Iomzo Rise split, basically. All right, grabbing the train. This is actually something that a lot of teams don't do, I'll be totally honest. They don't pay attention to if the train is going past where they're rotating. You don't even need to loot like the god spots on it, like the god chest. You just need to grab those 4 chests there. That enough is like very, very good. I'll be real, I don't know if you get all this in another region. This is kind of generous because... Whoa, Danal's gone far. Blood. What? Who is letting this team get this much space? Are you joking me? Bro, what the f is going on in this region? That's gotta be a joke. That can't be real. How on earth is this team looting the god chest here? Bro, what? They've looted this. Wait, let me draw it. There's no way. Bro. There's no way. They've taken like 1/10 of the map. Nice, we got ourselves a big boy base. Let me see if this base makes sense. Not 100% sure if this base makes sense. What are they getting access to here? So they got 2 of them. Yeah, I guess if anyone swims, they have access to them this way. From here... I'm trying to think if they could have gone to a better spot here for Surge, to be honest with you. I've not thought about it enough. I guess all these teams rotating south will come up, but I don't think they have great vision on them here. I guess what's Tinker shooting at? Who's he shooting at? There is still a lot of players, so this spot is working. Now, is this spot just working because it's OCE? That's a big question. Is this a good Storm Surge position, or is this a good Storm Surge position because it's OCE? I'm starting to think a bit of both. I think this would be a good spot. With this zone, this would be a good spot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not just gonna shit on OC that hard. But I don't think it'd be this good a spot where they can farm this many teams, you know? Alright, they're starting to move, which is good. You don't want to get stuck in amongst all of this. Jesus Christ. Come on, OCE players. It's third zone. You can't be that stuck on the edge. Rotate further, I swear to God. Come on. There's like no... Oh, Jesus. We love it. We love an OCE game. Early rotates, boys. That's what Tinka and Danath are doing. They won the region. If you remember, if you watched my last season's video on the winners, this exact spot is where Acorn and Cold were. And it was a notoriously bad spot for Surge. Because basically from here, you just have access to this. That's it. And no one rotates that way. There's a tree in your way if you do. To be honest, I think if I was them at this point, I would just keep rotating deeper. Like, I don't think there's a big benefit of sitting in this position here. Like, they might just be trying to farm the team. I mean, maybe in a normal region, but with all these teams, Jesus, I'm sure someone will probably rotate south of them. Let's see, actually. Well, would I? Where would you even go now that I think about it? You could get deeper. Like, no one in the... Because this is OCE, just, like, no one's here. Which is actually kind of crazy that, like... The fact that all of these teams are... Like, all of the center map teams have ended up above and below is very strange. Like, there's just no one here. And these are some good hills, you know? But I guess in OCE, they're not good hills. So, maybe... Because no one's around, like, it would be such bad spots for Surge. Because you're just trading with other Surge towers. So, maybe the meta is... On a bad Storm Surge region, your Storm Surge positions are way... The bad Storm Surge positions are good, and the good Storm Surge positions are bad. That's it. The duality of OCE. Nice, spots the guys in wood. Doesn't go for that. I like the patience too. I thought he was about to, but... Now they're kind of letting other teams overtake them, which is not good. They're stuck in wood, and other teams have overtaken them, so now they're stuck backside, which is at this. Oh, that's so risky. I don't know how they survived that without taking any damage. Run straight through the middle of zone. A hill that pulls up. That's hella risky. Nice. Doesn't have the spray weapon, so again, no ability to get any kills here, basically. Zero awareness. GG. Right, banana popped. Wait, let me just check who dies first. Let's watch from Dennis, POV. Oatley's there. What is going on right now? What is actually happening? Okay, he's dead. Think a 40 HP and a dream. There's no way he could win this, right? Come on, man. Come on. I love Oatley, but... You know, people were mocking this a lot, right? But the reality is, you know what? Sometimes high pressure situation, you're just gonna miss. You're just gonna miss. It is what it is. You're just gonna miss sometimes, right? I get it. Obviously, it's funny, and the fact that people on OCE always hate on Oatley, and what a shame. He's just out here doing his thing, grinding away, you know. But yeah, that's bad looks. Yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Final situation, they already got 10 kills in second. Yeah, and that game, if you didn't know, there was a 2-point difference between Tinka and Danath. So had Dinka not won that, they probably, like, had Oatley killed him there, they probably would have won the FNCS. It was good pasta. All right, let's get to free kill. Free Sergio spawn. Kind of struggling here. Ooh, big beams, nice. Bro, what are these guys doing? How has he just gotten 2 kills there? You're telling me there's a duo landing on this. Wait, hold on. I'm not going to open it up yet. Myself. Bad, wrong screen. There's a duo landing in Brazil on this. I just don't know what, like, what is this? I'm sorry. What is this? This is the freest 2 kills I've ever seen in my life. I just think I don't know, man. This guy just wings up and like... There's no way your awareness is this bad that you don't realize you're being shot at by a DMR for this long. No. Interesting. Ooh, good disengage, but of course gets beamed. A more aggressive team would have jumped straight on their head there. The problem with fighting in this area is that obviously everyone has dashes. Even it's not obviously even if they have the corner or not. So as soon as you crack a team like that, they build in wood. Like a good team usually would just jump on their heads. Oh, they traded. What am I seeing? Huh? Bruh. What's this block? What's he doing? How is this guy not finished him? What am I just seen? A dash? Your boy's getting pieced? Confirm your kill. What am I seeing? Okay. Oh, now you want to fight him. Oh, dashing in. Now we're getting aggressive. Now he's playing such a good angle, too. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, boys. This team... These boys should be dead right now. These boys should be dead right now. How have they just survived that? OCE has officially overtaken Brazil in skill ranking. I'm actually gobsmacked at this match that I'm watching right now. I'm actually blown away at what I'm seeing. Go to Brazil and play Dead Side, boys. That's all I'm saying. Like... What? No one. I know this is a partial zone. Not one single player is not on congested side. I'm sorry, but what is this? I have genuinely, and I mean this, never seen a map like that. I have never seen a map where not a single player is not on dead side. Oh, put me in Deej in this lobby. You know, the rotations will be crisp. Oh, this is actually, I'm genuinely gobsmacked. Not one single team wanted to rotate dead side. Or like, here? You know, like center, somewhere close to the middle of 6th zone, sorry. So that if it pulls far, you can just rotate. That is crazy. That is insane. That's crazy. No one wants to play dead side because they're afraid of surge. I would, but it's not even that. It's like, you'd have to full play dead side, but just going to the center of the zone, you can still play surge from there, and it gives you open rotations for everyone. Like, see here, where like playing the center of these zones, right? So obviously everyone came from this way. I mean, no one's moved really because this is where the old zone was. But like these guys, for example, they've slightly gone over, like so the other side. So there's no one on the back side of them, so they can just look this one direction and spray. They can still get tags. It's not like they're playing dead side like way over here. They're just not right at the edge. Banana, are they going to play Storm and come behind, maybe? They could go for a nice banana play. Banana's popped. Probably should have done it a little later. Wing retake. Nice. Really nice. But he's kind of just gone front side. Nice. I really like that. That was actually a really good height retake. Let's actually analyze something good they did. Down to Wood on height. Both play bananas at this time. So then Lua at the front can just jump all the way at the backside and build up here. He's got obviously no fall damage either because he's got the fizz on and he's got the banana. And Randu, as we saw, flew all the way up. And he ended up landing front side, which might be a little bit questionable, but it doesn't really matter because now he can connect back together. Maybe a little bit too many mats invested. Now, because he got chopped out there, they're still all connected down here. They should probably drop or try go up and reconnect because they're only connected by these like wood walls now. Really nice height retake. For all of the memes of this game has been, there's a really nice height retake. Now that you know it's a top 3, I feel like you just wing smash on them now. Nice. Nice. Go front. Okay. So a big mistake I think he made there immediately. This is something that we saw on EU where he went to decide and just land right on the top. However, had he landed in the front side, that could have just pushed them into Storm regardless. So by landing directly on the top, he actually probably helped himself. Now, they do win this anyway, which is good, especially since Lua came down at the exact same time to like create a pinch on the side. But by landing at the front side of the zone, you just push them back into Storm. Nice, that kill's done. Novice down, and the last player's healing off in Storm. Since Lua has a medkit, this is like... Nice patience, just a... Jesus Christ. You're just giving him a medkit. Oh, they won. Okay. He has the med kit. Definitely shouldn't be running into Storm trying to stop the heal off player. He also should not be dying. But height retake was good. This is Asia. We have Michael. Goes by Mike Cool. Alongside Job. That zone pool here might actually save them, I'm not gonna lie. Because had they had to rotate with, like, have to rebox and rotate with 30 builds and 30 builds, this heals. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, it's a different one. It's a different one. This is what waterbending was designed to do. I know. I actually, the more I think about it, the more insane it gets that we've had an FNCS that has an item that has literally infinite ammo in it. I don't know what the thought process was there, but it can't have been much. Because what the hell, like, the fact that you can just grief a team, like, if you got an angle, you can just do that, no problem. Like, how is that in the game? All right, we've got 2 loot piles, and the zone goes max distance the other direction. Oh my god, the water. It's meant to be. Look at that. Oh my goodness. How many mats does this guy have? Okay. 30 more builds. Now they're not in a bad position, as long as they got some hard mats. Max distance zone. North's dead side. They still have fizz. 4 minis. Don't decide to fizz jump, which is interesting. Lovely rotation around the dead side, though. Like, choosing to go all the way around here rather than, and like wrap all the way around the side rather than fully around the congested is super nice. Going up. Well, what are they cooking up here? Nice. This will be able to get them over and into the full dead side again. This is a really nice fizz. Oh, they decided to stay up. Okay, well. The only problem here is Zagu and Shalom are in the way, who can, like, easily hold them if they try to wing rotate again. But if the zone pulls that way, like, they're kind of chilling, to be honest. With the wings, it's like, they're kind of fine. Better to be higher? Yeah, 100%, 100%. You are correct. Pulls north. They can stay this high layer. Cinematic. Ooh, so smooth. Ooh, getting pre-edited. I love that they just played Pump Out there. They were just, as soon as you saw the first pre-edit come through, they just played Pump Out straight away. Oh, little whiff. A lovely little change from Michael there. Adaptation just to immediately ramp over his head to wing again. That's not your edit. Good ramp over the head. They knew that wasn't his edit there, so like none of their boxes, so they can just get ramp over. Like they do. They play really good together. They're like on each other all the time. Their chemistry looks really good. Oh no, he messed up the height retake. How did he just win that though? Oh, they both did it. Oh, that's so nice actually. Okay. Nice, use that last build. He goes up. Gets that last kill. I don't know what that last guy did. That was so nice though. I don't know what that Natu guy did, but really nice way to finish off. Alright, we've not found anything interesting yet. They've basically been struggling on Surge. Beautiful dash. I really like the positioning again. Straight into the middle of the zone. No one behind them. They don't have coins, so they could probably try and refarm their dashes from here. They are starting to drop below Surge though. But now, because they're in the middle, they only need to look 1 or 2 directions, right? They don't necessarily need to look that much behind them for Surge, as we kind of talked about when it came to EU earlier. We do have spray, so Adapter's probably going to be the one who's getting the most damage here. Nice. That's a free play. Yep. We should go in for that. Bad coordination on the edits from the teams, but good body steal. Nice, that's a good refresh. They got a good damage from that too. Still only 53 above, so it's not great. I love it. They immediately dash up. Use that last dash they had. Front side. Really nice positioning here. It would be good for them to get down and get more dashes, but this is a really tough zone to do it in. I think you fizz and you go front side. Nice. They got a good layer though, so maybe not need to. And they got a good mat still. Okay, okay. Looking up for height. I like it. Bananas dropped. Still dropping below surge though. I think there's a solo on their layer that they might be able to drop to. Ooh, just full psycho and height. It worked. Somehow. There's no real indication there that you could psycho height, given they're on metal. Another team's going for it. But hey, if you've got banana and fizz, why not? They get dropped down. So they don't even manage to keep height from that. Not the best height retake I've ever seen, I'm not going to lie, but good attempt. How did they win this game? So they got a good amount of mats from that, at least. To do, splash up. They got enough play out. They got a ton of damage from Surge as well. Bit of a psycho play, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, jump to front side. Kind of just jumping all over the place. Alright, got a good layer. Not putting cones on top so they can scout. Nice. Nice, don't pose far. So they're gonna have to jump ahead. They don't have dashes though. A bit late on the fizz. So they'll have to probably waste a splash. Yep. But still, it's nice. They managed to keep completely hidden there. Nice. One thing they should do here, see when you edit in the back of someone's tower, always, and I mean always, unless you're scouting this, edit that cone as well. Because that wall's super weak. Someone can literally just run into it, like run through that box and get straight into them and hit some super easy shots, probably kill you. Grief your whole game if not. Because since you've just reset, it's super weak. Alright, fizz again. It's just kind of like a, you know, one of the messy mid-ground games. Nice double box. Pre-edits on. Seeing the guy in wood. Nice. Oh, my ears. My ears, please shoot again. Forgot to turn the pre-edit off. I forgot to turn the pre-edit off. That's not annoying at all. They're shooting from high. I actually really like that. That looks crazy psycho to me. I actually really like that play. Splash from backside. They got fizz on. You get shot from height. That's just psycho. I take it back. You could easily die doing that. Adapter did die, actually. I don't know how he died down below. Fizz up. How does he win this game? Oh, is this going to be a zone? Oh. Oh. What are we doing here? We should not have won that game. 9 builds. He's got 1 HP, can't take a tick. Just sprints out. Yeah. Bit of a panic in the end. Not too much learned from FKS Adapter, unfortunately. As is tradition with the Middle East region. Oh, unfortunately.